Hello and welcome to this week's challenge. This week's challenge was 100 thrusters and burpees every minute on the minute. You will notice that the thrusters was 101 in the end. That is because I got to what I thought was 100 at the end, and I decided to do some extras thinking that I might have miscounted. And I got to 99 actually at that point, and I ended up doing 2 extras, so 101. I'm so glad that I did those extras because otherwise I'd be fuming that I got to 99. Anyway, getting on with it. So the main aim of the challenge was to get 100 thrusters, but every minute on the minute it was to do 8 burpees. However, there are some rounds where I didn't quite do 8, I did 7 or 6. This was a mistake on my part, but even doing between 6 and 8 burpees every minute on the minute, as well as thrusters, was horrible anyway. But anyway, I did a total of 101 thrusters and 117 burpees. And it took just under 16 minutes to complete. So without sounding like a narcissist, the first section of this voiceover is going to be information about me. Not necessarily fitness related, there will be some fitness related stuff in there, but just so you can get to know me a little bit better. So my full name is Hannah Victoria Bergen. Victoria derives from a previous queen that we've had in England. So of course that is where my name derived from, being that I am a queen. No, I am joking about that, but it would be cool to get your name, not your name, your face on the front of like money notes and stuff like that. Like going into a shop. Obviously we're not paying in cash at the moment because of trying to limit germ spread, but imagine just going into a shop and paying with a note with your face on it. That'd be so cool. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. Back to it. Favourite TV programme is Killing Eve. I absolutely love that programme. But one thing that always astounds people, and I find it mind-blowing that people get so wound up about it, is that I've never seen the Friends TV show. I know there's probably some die-hard Friends fans out there watching this who are very quick to click off because they're like, I can't associate with someone who doesn't watch Friends, but I just don't see the appeal, I'm afraid. Sorry, just thought I'd interlude there with my growl. I kind of forgot that I was doing burpees and thrusters in the background there. Bless me. But yeah, favourite TV programme, Killing Eve probably. Although I am a religious watcher of Coronation Street. I love Coronation Street. I always have. Since a young age. My mum reckons that when I used to feed as a kid, I used to stop feeding and start watching the TV when the Coronation Street theme tune came on, but I'm not too sure on that one. But anyway, the other day, me and my sister were watching some old footage from Coronation Street. So we watched like the Richard Hillman crash, and if you're a Corrie fan, that was a very momentous moment for Coronation Street. So an update for you, this is 30 thrusters in, and I'm making it look very difficult. Next up, I'm going to do some quick fires. So quick fire questions. Pepsi or Coke? Pepsi every day of the week. Pepsi's just so much nicer. People who say there's no difference in taste, you're wrong. Glass half full or glass half empty? A glass is half full, we've got to be optimists. Sweets or chocolate? I would say sweets most of the time, but I didn't realise that, you know the white mice in the pick and mix? I thought that they were classed as sweets, but actually it turns out they're chocolate, and I never really twigged that. So that makes me question my decision because I do really like white mice. But saying that, 9 times out of 10, if someone offered me a bag of pick and mix or a chocolate bar, I'd choose the pick and mix. Trainers or high heels? I'm just pausing for dramatic effect there so you can finish off your laughter. Trainers, of course. I mean, I nearly said then I do wear high heels, but my friends always used to take the mick out of me because they were kind of more like sandals, but they had like a little heel to them. I used to refer to them as high heels. But yeah, anyway, this was supposed to be quick 5 questions, so trainers. Activity holiday or a summer holiday? That is a tough one, but I would say activity holiday, such as skiing, which brings me on to another story. Sorry, story time. So when we went skiing a few years ago, me and my sister went into this ski school in the morning, and we thought we'd remembered a route to take my brother and my dad on. So we started out early in the morning, and we got us lost because obviously we'd chosen the wrong route. So it got to the point where the ski slopes were shut, and it was our first time skiing. So if anyone who skis knows that black slopes are the hardest, we were having to be forcefully going down black slopes, like sliding down our bums. And it got to the point where the ski slopes were closed, and we were kind of stranded, without sounding a bit dramatic. But then luckily someone was snow ploughing, ready for the next day. So they opened the lifts up for us so that we could get back. But when we got back to the hotel, my mum was like, "Where have you lot been?" It was pretty funny looking back. Probably not for my mum, but... Iced coffee or hot coffee? This is the easiest answer I'm ever going to say. Hot coffee, 100%. Anyone who says that iced coffee is nice, I don't know what your taste buds are tasting. I just don't know how you can like the taste of iced coffee. It's just basically when your coffee's gone cold, when your hot coffee's gone cold, because coffee should be hot. So hot coffee obviously is going to be my choice of preference between hot coffee and iced coffee. Because if I didn't make it clear enough, iced coffee is disgusting. It's disgusting! Jeans or tracksuit bottoms? Tracksuit bottoms every day of the week, if I can help it. I don't know why they give prisoners tracksuit bottoms in jail. Like, they should give them jeans. Trackies are comfortable. They should make these prisoners uncomfortable and give them jeans. Sorry, whilst I'm talking, I'm kind of forgetting that I'm still doing this workout in the background. So every now and then you're going to hear some screaming from me in the background of the workout and some captions saying what is going on, such as the eye roll at the incoming burpees and the right best go that has just come up on your screen just now. Anyway, back to the questions. Would you rather be too hot or too cold? Whilst we're on this topic, I just want to say a moment in time where I was probably at my coldest, which was when I was in Amsterdam with my friends. Well, I say friends, one of them's my sister, Rachel, and my friend Grace. And we were at an ice bar. And for some reason, I decided that I'd wear crop trousers and sandals and a t-shirt. I was very cold, but people were coming up to me being like, "Oh, well done," like thinking it was like a dare or something like that. I mean, what sort of a dare that is, I don't know anyway. But that was very cold. That was very cold consumption of alcohol in an ice bar. Update here, 63 thrusters in. Sorry, I've gone off on a tangent again. But the answer to that would be too hot, I think, because to be fair, like, wherever you are, it's quite easy to get hold of water, so you could always pour water on yourself. Also as well, if I'm too hot, it's usually because either I'm doing a workout, which I enjoy doing, or I'm on holiday trying to sunbathe, trying to get a tan. So in which case there's actually a purpose for being hot. So if there's a purpose for it, then I guess I prefer to be too hot. Also, being really cold can feel horrible. Like, when you're too cold and you can barely move your like limbs, that's a horrible feeling. Oceans or mountains? See, I have a mixed opinion on this. So I would say oceans because I find sea life really interesting and fascinating, and I love watching documentaries on it, and my favourite animal is a shark. But then for myself, I don't particularly like swimming. So if I'm talking about me in the context of whether it's an ocean or a mountain, then I'd probably have to say mountain, because I think I'd prefer hiking to swimming. Sorry, I'm just realising now, like, how bad I am at quickfire questions. Like, if you were on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and you had to phone a friend, please don't phone me, because I'd probably end up going on a really roundabout route of getting to the answer. What is worse, doing the laundry or dishes? This is a tough one, to be fair, because I don't like touching... there's, like, a certain feeling of glass that I don't like touching with wet hands. So if I'm having to wash that kind of glass, then probably I'd prefer to do the laundry. But no, I think I prefer to do the laundry anyway, because of the outcome of doing the laundry, of having like fresh sheets or fresh smelling clothes. Whereas dishes can, like, sometimes if you leave it for too long, like, or the nature of it, like when I cook quinoa, it gets stuck to the bottom of the pan sometimes, and then when I'm trying to wash it out, I'm having to like scrape with it and fight with the pan, and that's just too much. So yeah, definitely laundry. Next question is perfect teeth or perfect hair? I would say perfect teeth, probably because as a kid I had vampire teeth. I had like fangs everywhere, I had an overbite. Like, my teeth were awful as a child, so I had to have braces. So I've had to go through the trauma of having braces. So I think for that reason, I place a higher value on the on teeth than hair. But then some people have really nice hair and I get quite jealous. Which is quite a weird comment to say, really, isn't it, to someone? Like, oh, you've got really nice hair. Like, thanks, I grew it myself. Although most of the time, when you say to someone that they've got really nice hair, they always go, it's because I use argan oil. I swear everyone says that. Like, whenever you say, like, oh, you've got nice hair, it's always because of the argan oil. I use argan oil, but I don't have nice hair. Next question. Car passenger or a driver? I think I prefer to be a passenger. Like, whenever I go back home, it's like a 2.5 hour journey, and I quite like just looking out the window and not having to concentrate. And I find driving quite annoying when people like cut you up, or I don't know, like I just don't trust people when they're driving. So I prefer being a passenger. Bicycle or motorcycle? Well, I've never driven a motorcycle. I always wanted to drive a moped though when I was in year what year is it? Year 11. Sorry, I had a mental block there. But probably bicycles, which leads me on to another story, which if you know me, probably know that I've cycled on the motorway before, and they had to change the motorway graphics to say beware pedestrian because I was cycling on the motorway. If you want to know the full story, then you can message me about that. But while we're on the topic of bicycles, I'm doing a charity bike ride for Alzheimer's Research UK, so any money would be massively appreciated. There is a link in my bio if you wish to donate. Final question, burpees or thrusters? I would say I prefer burpees more than thrusters. Thrusters are horrible. Thrusters are the work of the devil. Thrusters feel so much harder to do than a burpee for me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this slightly different stance to my videos. This is nothing to do with fitness in terms of the voiceover, but obviously you can see the challenge that I'm doing here of 100 thrusters with the burpees every minute on the minute. If you did enjoy the kind of content that this video is, then please send me a comment or a message or anything to say so. And thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of the video. Goodbye.